the No Fate channel.
Checking in.
That's right, today we've got TheRun incline adjustable treadmill, and I am going to be reviewing it, but more importantly, I'm going to take you through what you need to be looking for in order to get exactly what you need off of a treadmill from Amazon. Not get too little, not get too much, not overpay, and certainly not have something that's going to end up in the trash. If you go on Amazon, you are going to realize that there are thousands of treadmills, everything from $80 walking pads all the way up to $3,000 industrial grade treadmills. And the reality is you need to be working with your goals. When you buy any piece of home gym equipment, you want to start with your goal and work backwards. Whether you are going to be running and training for a marathon or you're just looking for something to simply walk on is going to have the biggest impact on what is the right treadmill for you. The biggest category that you are all going to be using when it comes to picking your treadmill has to be cost. And typically in life, the more you pay, the more you get. But on Amazon, thanks to all of the fake reviews, as well as the photoshopped marketing, that's not always the case. And that's why you really want to find honest, unbiased reviews of whatever treadmill you're going to be buying to make sure that you're not just overpaying for marketing, and in fact, you're getting what you pay for. Now, the Run incline adjustable treadmill comes in at $500, and that's really dead center in terms of what you should expect. Usually, if you go with the walking pad, you can get that for about $100, and if you go with the premium treadmill that you could train for a marathon on, you're looking at $1,500. Now, this treadmill comes with a max incline of 15 degrees, which is, to be honest, quite steep. There are higher, more steeper grade treadmills out there, but trust me, when you hit that 15 degrees, you are gonna have to be holding on for dear life. Now, the max speed on this, it does come with a 3.5 horsepower motor. This has a 10 miles per hour max speed. To put that in perspective, for me, that's really like my 5K pace. So I could probably do that speed for like 18 or 20 minutes and be just completely wiped. But I could go faster if I really wanted to, but for the majority of you users, that is going to be just fine. That's actually gonna be more than you actually need. Now, if you happen to be a Kenyan training for your next marathon, it's probably not going to be fast enough. And you need to take that into consideration on what realistically you plan to do with your treadmill. Now, some of the features that definitely stand this thing apart from a lot of the competition in this price range on Amazon here in 2025 is the beautiful screen. It's very colorful, very bright, lots of information, easy to see, easy to use. You obviously get a whole bunch of buttons here in the front to adjust the incline as well as the speed, but you can also adjust it in the front keypad here, as well as handle buttons. There's handles buttons on each side, allowing you to adjust the incline on the left as well as the speed on the right. You can also get your heart rate while you are moving and grooving. It has an emergency release button to ensure that if you happen to fall off, it's not going to keep running and injure you.
But did you die?
Like every electronic you buy today, of course, the Run treadmill has its own app. You can download it for free, and you can actually sync the treadmill right to your phone or tablet, and you can actually store all of your stats and keep a running log. Also, they've got a bunch of fun programs to kind of gamify training on here and make it just a bit more fun than staring at a wall. Like most treadmills of this price point, you can take this and absolutely pick it up in order to reduce a lot of the footprint. Actually, moving this around is fairly easy as well. You simply get it in the up position, tilt it back, and now you can just move it forward or back wherever you want it. Now, if you're new to treadmills that store in this fashion, you'll find that they almost always operate the same way. You push forward, you kick down here, and gradually, over time, this will absolutely go flat and you can use it.
I need to thank all of you for using my affiliate links, which are in the description of today's video. When you use those links, you help me support this massive, lavish YouTube lifestyle, and of course, you help promote future videos. But it's not a one-way street. When you use those links, let me know so that I can send you a small token of my appreciation.
Two things you need to be wary of when it comes to budget treadmills is the pad width. Oftentimes, a lot of companies will save money by making them extremely narrow. That helps with their shipping, as well as the fact that they don't have to have as many materials. The problem with this is when you are walking or, in fact, running, you'll find that your feet are going to be missing the pad. They're going to be falling on the outside of the pad or even falling halfway between the pad and the side rails, and that's an issue, and it's a recipe for injury. Now, one thing you need to look out for when it comes to separating the sizzle from the steak on Amazon is the actual length of the pad itself. I will tell you that typically the cheaper budget ones have a very short length, and the problem with that is when you are running, especially if you have a long stride, you're gonna find that you're almost falling off. No! Now the premium ones, as you could expect, they take up more space, they cost more money. They are gonna have a longer pad, in part because they go faster. They know you're moving faster, and you need to be able to basically get a really long stride, but not in fact come in close to getting clipped on the back here. I will tell you, at max speed, doing my longest stride, I was able to be on this no problem. I never felt like I was going to fall off the edge or even come close to the back here. Keep in mind, I am 6'1". If you happen to be 6'5", you're probably gonna have to go with the premium model. Now, this will handle 300 pounds, but if you happen to be in the Clydesdale division, yeah, you're probably gonna wanna go, again, with the premium model that is going to be able to handle more weight. But thankfully, the majority of us watching today's video aren't looking anywhere close to 300 pounds. The TheRun treadmill also comes with shock absorption. Now, that is always nice. Oftentimes, when people are running on the road, they are going to be encountering cement, pavement, and that smashing of your foot on the pavement leads to some serious stress injuries. And it is nice to run on a treadmill, especially to have just a little bit more cushion. Now, obviously, on a typical treadmill like this is not going to equate to the road. So if you can do 10 miles per hour on this, you're probably not going to be able to do 10 miles per hour on the road, just because typically the road work is going to be a little bit more resistant. Oftentimes, if you're looking to mimic road work versus a treadmill, you want to have the incline at 3 or 4 to kind of give you just a bit more resistance. Now, one of the nice things about buying on Amazon versus a company's website or using Facebook Marketplace is that it comes with a 30-day Amazon no questions asked warranty. The company does also offer a 1-year warranty, and keep in mind, if you've got a treadmill and something goes wrong with it, it's probably going to happen in the first 30 days, and frankly, it's probably something due to shipping. So it's nice to have both of those warranties to have you covered versus finding out that someone scammed you off of Facebook Marketplace. And now it's time. It is time for my final thoughts on not only the TheRun Incline adjustable treadmill, but buying your treadmill in general. Keep in mind, most people who buy a treadmill will find that in 3 months, it's just holding their laundry. And within a year, it's either on the curb or it's on Facebook Marketplace. What you need to ask yourself is, what are you going to be using it for? If it's simply to walk on and just to get your steps in, you absolutely don't need to get anything expensive. And in fact, $500, this is a good deal as far as this treadmill goes. Free shipping, you get the warranty, you get the beautiful display, it works, it's got the incline, and frankly, it gives you everything you need in a fairly small footprint without breaking the bank. Now, if you're just looking to walk between meetings, then you might want to get a walking pad, save yourself some money, and get a $100 walking pad that you can slide under your desk or even, in fact, slide underneath your bed when you're not using it. I will say that there are great deals on Facebook Marketplace. Unfortunately, the problem with Facebook Marketplace is that you have to go and pick it up. So you've got to be willing to drive, meet someone at their house, test out the equipment, because of course, all sales are final, and you need to absolutely transport it back to your home. A lot of people don't want to deal with that headache, but that is probably the best way to save money. So many people get treadmills, don't use them, and then over time put them on Facebook Marketplace, and they're almost virtually like new. Many times, all you have to do is lubricate the pad, and you are good to go. And you can get a lubrication kit where? Where else? Amazon. And it's only about 20 bucks. It pays for itself in the first use. And it's a great way to revitalize an older treadmill that maybe just hasn't seen any TLC in a while. And if you're on the heavier side, deuce and a half, or you're extremely tall, or maybe you're just an absolute alpha and you plan to be training for some world record marathon 5K time, you're probably gonna have to go with a premium model. Spend that extra money to get something that can handle your weight, your height, as well as your speed. At the end of the day, I think this is gonna be right for probably 95% of those of you watching today's video, and the price point is solid. Keep in mind, it's on Amazon, so you can always add it to your cart, check it frequently, and probably going to find that it goes on sale every other week, or there's going to be some type of coupon code to save you additional money. There is something to be said for having the warranty and having something delivered right to your home. Now, if you are looking for something that delivers exceptional value, whether it's on Amazon or across the internet, you got to check out these two brand new videos next. As usual, thanks for watching, and don't save anything for the trip back.